Pakistan quick bowler Naseem Shah is picked for the first test on Thursday. He'll be the youngest player to debut on Australian soil. He is quite a story. He bowled in the second innings against the Australia A team in Perth. He's quick.
He's quick, and this is all the day after his mother passed away. He had just one day off. He comes from an area in Pakistan where there was barely a cricket pitch. 2 years ago, his dad was saying, hey, there's no future in cricket. But he is outstanding. I watched him. Look at the lift of that, Kerry.
Yeah.
I watched him in the nets yesterday. Serious heat. And I know everyone says, oh, yeah, come on, Pakistan, 16. How old is he really?
He's 26. He's not 16.
Oh, he's got a baby face.
No, but I reckon he is 16.
Okay.
It's not as if he's got a beard or anything like that. If you saw him in an under-17 team, Kerry, you'd say, yeah, that looks about right.
You would. And his bowling partner is Musa Khan, who's 17. So he may play as well. Misbah ul Haq, the coach, said to beat Australia in Australia, you have to bring over surprise packages. And these two are the surprise packages. I mean, their greatest bugbear in life is acne.
The way that the Australians, they will obviously try to wear them down. Those young bodies, 5-day tests, it's a big ask for them, isn't it?
It is, but that is an action. That is Sir Richard Hadley at the same age. This is a very strong action, and Musa Khan, the 17-year-old, has an equally good action. They have the template that India set last year to beat Australia in Australia was aggressive, skillful fast bowlers and classy middle-order batsmen. Pakistan have bought a number of those sorts of players. They're a chance in this series.
I was going to say, what is your prediction for the opening test at the Gabba? Because Australia hasn't lost there for about 30 years. Pakistan's never won at the Gabba.
No, and I mean, it's called the Gabbatoire, not because they don't serve munga beans at lunch, but because Australia just win there all the time. And Pakistan are only a chance, really, if the kookaburra swings when Australia bats. Because Burns and Warner open, they both are outstanding power batsmen who have misgivings against the moving ball. If it stops moving after 10 overs and Burns and Warner are still together, it's Australia by a long way.
We do struggle, though, don't we? Getting over 300 plus what Langer wants. 300 plus, get 400, get 500, set the game up. We haven't done that enough over the last 18 months or so, Crash, and we haven't won a lot of test matches because of that. So
there's Joe Burns. He's the man now. We don't know as yet, but it seems likely he will open with David Warner. Yeah. Cameron Bancroft will be, I guess, the concussion sub.
He will. And look, this is a victory for a guy that didn't kick the cat when he could have. When Trevor Holmes took him aside one-on-one in England, telling him he wasn't the Ashes tour, he said, Trev, I've known you for a long time, just give it to me straight. And he said, I can handle it, that's all right, I'll go away and I'll come back a better player. So they never forget that. And by being really nice to the selectors and say I actually felt for them, you know that old saying, what is it? Love your enemies, they'll hate you for it. And I think the selectors felt even worse for not picking him because he was so nice about it. Yeah. So the others have gone from above him to below him. Bancroft, Marcus Harris were up ahead of Burns, now they're down there.
How much does David Warner's opinion count in this? Do selectors go to him and say, who would you prefer to open with?
Well, Burns, excuse me, Burns was his date at the Allan Border Medal in 2016. So I think you can read a lot of that.
Okay.
They're terribly close.
With Candice Warner's approval.
As we said, Bancroft was named in the squad. Now, if he gets a trot against Pakistan, I reckon they might go leg slip or leg gully after. This is 3 in a row, Crash.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Look, he's the luckiest cricketer in Australia. He's only averaging 12 in the Shield. I mean, it's this technique that there appears to be too many holes in, Kerry, but you like him, don't you? You don't mind it.
I like him, and I like the fact that Langer sees him as being able to get tough runs. We haven't seen it yet, but he got 90 in that intra-squad trial prior to the Ashes and got picked on a tough wicket. He got 49 against Pakistan for Australia A, and he showed the best forward defence and the best balance and the best shape of any of the top 7. There's something about Cameron Bancroft that's appealing. He's Jeff Boycott-like in forward defence. I love a forward press. It was my favourite shot. It was my only shot. But I see in Cameron Bancroft, he bats behind his front shoulder in defence. He gets into good positions. He's underperformed, but I see what Langer sees in him, and I like it. But when your first-class average for the season is 11, you are going to, you know, there will be criticism of his selection. But Langer looks, the upside is strong.
All right, now, look, this is great. This is exclusive footage that explains why Crash isn't a camera operator. This is the nets in Brisbane. How many times have we told you about landscape the other way?
This is off your phone, Crash.
OK, this is how Pakistan are preparing for this test. That sheet that you see on the ground is marble. It's a 2-metre marble rectangular square.
A rectangular square?
Rectangular square?
Interesting.
That came out well, didn't it?
Yeah.
But they're
A triangular circle?
I was going right there for about 6 words.
Did you take that footage from a drone on Story Bridge?
But I've got to say this. I like what they're doing. The ball just pings off that. I saw about 3 or 4 of them hitting the helmet, hitting the shoulder, and their bowlers are bowling off 15 metres to replicate the sort of challenge that they will face against Stark and Hazelwood. They did it 3 years ago in Brisbane, and I remember everyone at the net session was laughing. Oh, look at these blokes being hit. Then they come out and made 450 and almost scored one of the greatest wins in Test history. So they're pretty resourceful. I mean, that was heavy going for them today. And I just think, they're so interesting because they're so different.
You've seen that sort of thing before, though, haven't you, Kerry?
Well, Marnus Labuschagne, he challenges himself with those sort of things.
Yep.
I mean, this is him after surfing. They put 2 surfboards on a good length, and if you can survive 24 balls with that flying at your head, you win. And of course,
I don't think he did survive, did he? Is he all right?
no, he's okay, and he's a bat patter of extreme talent because he catches carrots and it chops up.
He just loves the game, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he took up chess because it was a challenge. That's why he bats 3 for Australia, Marnus Labuschagne, because he wants the challenge. Jofra Archer hit him in the grill first ball. He got up and said, "Is that the best you got?"
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy that wants to bat 3
And that's
for
what you call a
Australia.
day off of cricket for
Yeah.
Marnus Labuschagne.